Hello viewers, it is your favorite spoiler from the recap room. For more updates, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. At the start, Ziva is seen dressed up as a phony bride at a wedding in Budapest with Tony and Claudette, his technical support assistant. The purpose of the whole charade is to maintain eye contact with a female guest during the wedding. The storyline changes 9 days earlier to set the scene, when Tony and Claudette stopped a live security breach that cost their client, Interpol, more than €100 million. After breaking through the security firewall, Tony seizes the sophisticated 9th-generation tiny computer, simply known as 9.4, which was used to attack the system. They are able to stop the intrusion and save the remaining €115 million in the account. Henry, Tony's close buddy in Interpol, and his boss, Johan Markham, the Secretary General of Interpol, visit Tony to examine the issue, but they won't take 9.4, a very potent technology that has the potential to destroy entire nations, out of his hands. After months of self-control exercises, Ziva, who has finally been able to regain control over her PTSD-afflicted mind, shares her current circumstances with her therapist, Dr. Lang. When thieves who used 9.4 storm into Tony's office and demand that he turn it back in return for the lives of his daughter, who is being watched in real time, things take a bad turn. By using his watch to send an audio message, Tony cunningly alerts Claudette of the current state of affairs. Claudette then sends the news to Ziva, who acts quickly to save her daughter. The criminals who have been pursuing Tali and her martial arts instructor, Sophie, are defeated by Ziva. In order to find the culprits behind their situation, Ziva and Tony seek safety in a rural retreat and promptly send Tali out to stay with Sophie for a few days. Ziva briefly believes Henry has betrayed them, so Tony confronts him and uses Ziva's intimidation to give him a fair warning. The thieves then target a hospital, employing 9.4 to take over its electrical system, endangering patient life and demanding a ransom for the precise amount they were unable to retrieve from Interpol's account. Tony and Ziva arrive at the hospital on time because of the tracker. Ziva persuades medical officials to transfer the funds by promising a verified recovery while Tony tracks out the thieves. However, the female mastermind surprises Tony by fleeing with her squad just as Tony is ready to apprehend the criminals. She thanks Tony for letting Ziva go before she leaves, but in a surprising turn of events, Tony and Ziva are framed for the heist because the exact money that was stolen from Interpol is wired to their joint account, and before they know it, Interpol is at the hospital's front door. Tony calls Henry to point out how clear-cut this setup is, but Henry is forced to follow protocol, which means that he will have to pursue Tony and Ziva even though he knows they have no reason to act in this way. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more updates.